Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more WWE Universe Mode. I am BrendenPlayz, and this week is main event and Smackdown, 3 weeks away from the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, which you guys are all very excited for. I know I am. It is still up in the air who could win that match. We're going to kick off main event with Biggie Langston taking on David Otunga. Sin Cara will take on Rey Mysterio, and The Shield will take on the Usos. So Sin Cara versus Rey Mysterio, Luchador versus Luchador, should be exciting as the US champion Big E defeats David Otunga and the Usos. They have knocked off the tag team champions. I think the Shield may just be falling away a little bit in recent weeks. We'll go ahead and play the Luchador versus Luchador match. Sin Cara versus Rey Mysterio. The reason why this match is
the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing 196 pounds, Sin Cara.
Listen to this WWE Universe. They've been waiting all night to see the first
exactly will be the man to get that opportunity, or perhaps it could be a triple threat match. We don't know. But right now, I would say Rey Mysterio is probably in the front-running position to get that opportunity. But Christian has something to say about that. Here is Rey Mysterio, and has recently made the transition to Raw.
And approaching the ring from San Diego, California, weighing 175 pounds, Rey Mysterio.
From Raw to Smackdown, and I think it was a good decision because really he hasn't really been doing much on Raw at all, and now he's come to Smackdown, and he might just get himself the Intercontinental Championship matchup. So this is a big opportunity for Rey Mysterio here, taking on Sin Cara. Right now, this could really elevate him to that title matchup, as this should be an exciting one, as Mysterio going up top. Beautiful maneuver, nice Hurricane Runner, taking down Sin Cara, and a kick right to the back there. So Wade Barrett, Intercontinental Champion, has held the championship for a while now, and he's kind of been plowing through the division. Dolph Ziggler's had a couple of opportunities now. You probably have to say that Dolph Ziggler's had one too many opportunities. Right now, I can't see him getting another opportunity. So really, the opportunity to take on Wade Barrett is up in the air. Who's going to be the guy to step up and take on that opportunity? Kofi Kingston's had many opportunities. Christian's had chances in the past, as well as Cody Rhodes, but haven't made the most of it. Now Christian's kind of reigniting his career a little bit. He fell off the wagon a little bit. Now in recent weeks, he's starting to pick up some very valuable wins to kind of progress him into that title matchup. Cody Rhodes is now singling out a tag team career with his brother, so it kind of leads, Rey Mysterio and Christian, will quite deservedly so, are the front runners. There's really no one else that are kind of suggesting that they should have a title matchup against Wade Barrett. And here goes Mysterio, a stomp and then a nice kick to the chest, dominating Sin Cara here. Might be looking to hit that 619 perhaps. And no, Sin Cara, nice counter, throwing Mysterio over the top rope. Mysterio counters again. And, cover. And reversal here. He's in trouble, and he kicks it. Well, he doesn't even get a 1 count. So the action is flying here. We knew this was going to be a fast-paced game. And Mysterio taking down Sin Cara with another Hurricane Rana there. Beautiful stuff. And Sin Cara now into the corner. Rey Mysterio with a drop kick. And folds it up. Taking down Sin Cara in the middle of, in the corner of the ring, I should say. Now continuing the assault. Knees to the back. Wearing down Sin Cara. Trying to ground Sin Cara. Sin Cara. Uh-oh. He's in trouble here. Mysterio. Here we go. Oh, connects with a 619. Can he go over the top? Set dumb. Here we go. This could be it. It's a big splash. And 1, 2. No! Sin Cara kicking out at 2. Are you kidding me? Now, you have to go back to history between these two men. Former tag team partners. And they split up. They decided it was not for them. And they decided to split up and pursue singles careers. After a very promising tag team run. But obviously it wasn't meant to be. Now, they never really... I think they might have had a match or two after they split up, but both of these men really didn't achieve the success they wanted to. I think Sin Cara was certainly having a little bit more luck than Mysterio up until recently. But this is certainly a good match to see where these two men are at right now, and where these two men stand, who is the better of the two, as Mysterio hits another Hurricane Rana, now working on the legs, trying to ground Sin Cara. Good idea, keep Sin Cara grounded so Mysterio can work on his high-flying maneuvers and his fast-paced. Certainly both men have very similar styles, and Sin Cara, could be seeing another 619. Yes, we do. Can he follow it up with a splash? Here we go. He hits it. That should be it. He's just got to drag him in the middle of the ring now. Here we go. Cover. 1, 2, 3. That is it. Mysterio continuing his dominating form here on Main Event with a big victory over his former tag team partner in Sin Cara. Big victory for Mysterio. He is the front runner, in my opinion, to get an opportunity at Wade Barrett's Intercontinental Championship at the Rumble. And perhaps he could win the Royal Rumble as well. And here's the Big Show, Mysterio's tag team partner, and he's just congratulating Mysterio. Job well done, Rey. And now it's time that we move on to this week's Smackdown. If you haven't noticed, in the past couple of weeks, I've been beating everybody there is to beat right here on Smackdown. And right now, I'm thinking along the lines of Intercontinental Championship. I'm thinking along the lines that it's time for me to have one more match for the Intercontinental Championship at the upcoming Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Now, I know everybody else is focused on the Royal Rumble, but I'm focusing on getting myself some singles gold. I don't care if it's a world title or the Intercontinental title, cruiserweight title, lightweight title, hardcore title. I don't care which championship it is. I just want gold. And Wade Barrett, you have something I want, and I'm working my way up, and I believe I'm the man to face you at the Royal Rumble. And tonight, when I face your arch nemesis Dolph Ziggler, who's had 1,000 opportunities, I'm gonna beat him. Then Randy Orton will have no option but to give me that one more match. Well, certainly Christian has a case to make, because I think he is certainly in with the chance to take on Barrett for the Intercontinental Championship. Now we move on to this week's Smackdown. It is the Punjabi Cobra taking on Titus O'Neil and Darren Young, the Primetime Players. Mysterio in action again, taking on Damien Sandow. A fatal four-way match. Swagger, Big Show, Del Rio, and Sheamus. Summer Rae versus Layla. And Dolph Ziggler will take on Christian, as we just heard before. And Chris Jericho will take on Antonio Cesaro. Is this the #1 contenders match for the world title? It could be, as the Primetime Players, they have been dominating as of late. They get another victory. Mysterio beats Sandow as well. Fatal four-way match. This one certainly could have big implications as well for the world title scene in the near future, as the Big Show, he gets the win. We haven't seen him win too many singles matches as of late. Summer Rae, the Divas Champion, gets a win. Christian has defeated Dolph Ziggler, and we will play the Chris Jericho versus Antonio Cesaro matchup. So, big implications apply to this one in my
making his way to the ring, from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing 231 pounds, Chris Jericho. Thus approaching the ring, from Switzerland, weighing 232 pounds, Antonio Cesaro.
He's going to get himself in the world title picture. If not the Royal Rumble, very soon. I would probably pinpoint him as being one of the top 3 favorites for the Royal Rumble if he is indeed in that match and not the world title matchup. So I think Cesaro would have to be one of the front one of the favourites, no doubt about that, because he really has been on the roll as of late. He's had a couple of setbacks, but he hasn't really lost much momentum because of that. Now he's taking on Jericho here. If he beats Jericho, he'll probably go in the Rumble to take on Ryback. If he loses, I think he'll probably go on to win the Royal Rumble, if not be one of the final remaining men, in my opinion, because he really is looking good at the moment. And, you never know, the Royal Rumble is very unpredictable. And speaking of the Royal Rumble, I think I may decide to change the Rumble from 30 to 40. One of you guys post in the comments down below, forget which one it was, sorry. He said, you should make it 40 so you can bring in more legends and, just have everybody on the roster included. And I thought, well, that was actually a pretty good idea. I kind of thought 40 might be too much, but now that you think about it, we've got all these guys on the roster that we don't really get to play as very often. We don't really get to see them in action very often. So why not put them in the Royal Rumble and we get to see them all in action, one reason, probably the main reason why I was going to do 30 instead of 40 is just because of time. I didn't want the match to go on forever. I didn't want the Royal Rumble pay-per-view to be 2 hours long. Didn't want it to be an actual WWE length pay-per-view. I don't want it to be 3-4 hours. I want it to be, an hour, 90 minutes tops. So it'll be time issues, but we may, cut a match out, or who hell with it. We might just roll with it. If it's a long match, well then we'll deal with it. But Jericho's got Cesaro on the walls of Jericho here. I'm not going crazy because I thought Cesaro will quite comfortably get to the ropes as he does, and the match is still very early on. But Jericho looking good so far in the early get-goings here. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. 30 or 40? What do you want to see? 30 men in the Rumble or 40? And we'll see what we can do. As Jericho looking good here. Right to the eye there from Cesaro. Using some dirty tactics here to try and take down Jericho. And he follows it off with an elbow to the rib cage. And he might be looking for that code breaker very, very shortly. I get the feeling. And do or die for Jericho here, like I said earlier. He has to win this one. Oh! Went from the crossbody. Cesaro scattered him out very well, and now he's got that submission. Oh, I thought he was going to hit the submission, but instead turns it into an impact maneuver there. Now a slugfest right there. But Jericho getting the best of Cesaro here. And, oh, hits the code breaker. Cesaro's down and out. This could be it. This could be Jericho's big moment. Yes, a 3 count. Are we going to see Chris Jericho versus Ryback at the Royal Rumble? My money's on it. Jericho wins. Probably the biggest win of his career here on Universe Mode. He needed this win so badly, and he's managed to do it. Will Chris Jericho get his opportunity? If he does, will he win? That is, time will tell, but he needed that victory. And will we see a handshake? No, we will not. Cesaro said, screw you. Guys, that's the episode. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, get in touch with me with however you want. Leave a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next episode of Universe Mode, coming up real soon.